Hey guys, this is GS Riku. Don't forget to catch us at the Pro Gaming Series Summer Split every Saturday at 6 p.m. onwards, and the LOL Collegiate League Summer Term every Sunday at 4 p.m. Thanks for watching.
A grand skyfall onto Kazik. Siya ang primary target. So he is just standing.
Ooh, but the possible dash here. The ult from Oni lands on the Trey. TG in the backline right now, hammering down. The Dragon. Ooh, the hook lands once again onto AJTY. The solar flare from God. A teleport coming from Porosu. Wow, a two-man beach.
Na ginagawa ng mga ADR. Okay, engagement.
Okay, so bakbakan by Sencho. There is the spell sheet from Exo. Who is dash?
Alright, so let it rip, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so this is the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Summer Split, brought to you by Smart Prepaid GameX and of course Taskus. I am GS Asarai with an I, and of course alongside here with me is
GS Riku.
Yes, and let's go into the schedule for
tonight.
Alright, so we shall see the battle between the sister teams. That'll be Imperium Pro Team as well as Imperium Pro Team Blue at 6 to 8 p.m.
And for the next match from 8 to 10 p.m., we have Mineski versus Infused.
Yes. And of course, let's go into the standings to show our new viewers and of course our veteran viewers, old viewers.
Veteran viewers. That's a good way to put it.
The points earned for each team. So we see at the top of the mountain, that is Imperium Pro Team, followed by War Gods at the very second floor or the second steps of flights, or I don't know what the hell that is.
Right.
All right. Followed by Imperium Pro Team Blue, Mineski Globe, Acclaim, Empire X, Infused Esports, Naga Esports, and Pacific Esports. So we can see here at the bottom teams, medyo delikado ang Pacific Esports. They have 1 point, and that will actually put them in the danger zone of being immediately removed from the Pro Gaming Series if they're not able to surpass Naga.
But they do still have one game pa. No.
Yes, that is true. So I think that's against Infused Esports, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct, true.
So it lies in the hands of Infused Esports as well as Pacific Esports if
Naga will stay in
Naga will stay or will Pacific stay.
Yeah.
All right, so for the announcements.
Yes, for the announcements, before we proceed to the game, ticket selling po bukas sa War Gods Expo, July 12, 2015. They will be selling the deluxe and regular tickets. There will be no ticket upgrades though, but there is the 300 peso and the 600 peso tickets. Also, the War Gods Expo tickets are sold separately. So yeah. And also, don't forget merchandise caravan. Woohoo! There you go. Let's see those awesome jackets.
Let's crank hoodie, Garena hoodie. I was saying hoodie, hoodie, and the t-shirts, of course.
It's so funny when you say it. Also, yeah, so deluxe upgrades is only until July 15. So guys, I invite you to attend the Rampage 2015. It's gonna be a blast. A lot of things are gonna happen there. Esports stuff, that's the Pro Gaming Series, playoffs, and the finals.
Yes.
That will be happening live. You'll see us there as well. Also, mga booths natin doon, right?
Our booths. Of course, we also have the DJ. I think it was just announced yesterday.
Yeah.
DJ Kathy Frey.
Yeah, really
beautiful
girl. And yeah, and also
picture na tayo mga dudes.
Also, don't forget the cosplay clash as
well.
Oh
yeah, of course.
One of the biggest din dito sa League of Legends.
I'm hoping to see something yung mga alam mo yung I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure sa ibang bansa Aether Wing Kale. Talagang nandun talaga all the special effects, meron pa siyang lights
and lights and everything.
Something like that.
Last year ang nanalo is the Blackthorn Morgana in the female category. And then for the male, I think it's the Nautilus.
For Philippines?
For last year's Rampage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yun. So we will see on August 22 kung sino mananalo. Also, ito na. Drafting phase ng ating first match for today. Imperium Pro Team Blue versus Imperium Pro Team.
Yes. IPT versus IPTB. So, wow, Imperium Pro Team banning out the Sivir, Azir, and Ezreal. So, of course, that's the Sharima combo for the
Yeah.
two damage-heavy players of
Yeah.
Imperium Pro Team Blue. That will be Chalk and Kinzen. If you guys watch Chalk play during the PGS or the previous PGS,
Yes.
he does a lot of the order has been given plays with that
Azir.
Emperor's divide the opponent into your team and then just get some get kills. As
Yeah.
for Kinzen, his Sivir has been phenomenal. If it doesn't get banned, he will almost always lock that in.
Yeah, he's been really consistent with the severe performance. I think he went 5-1
Yeah.
sa PGS natin. But naging naban na siya, then he opted for the Lucian. Diba?
Yes, yes.
And then he actually went for a Jinx before. So I'm really wondering kung ano yung pipiliin niya ngayon.
Yeah.
Also, Ezreal. They don't want to see the Runeglaive Ezreal
Yeah,
here.
that Runeglaive Ezreal is really strong. It makes him a wave clearer as well as, you know, giving him a bit more poke to work with. Even though sa 5.13, mawawala na yung Luden's Echo proc.
Yeah, but
Still pretty good.
he's still gonna be.
I mean, you could, yeah, still pretty good.
Yeah, because the Mystic Shot and the other stuff will still proc.
Yes, yes.
And IPT, as we've been seeing, no, hindi sila nagbabago ng strategy. Even sa GPL, they've always carried it's either the Vayne or the Callista
Yes.
into their comp, and it's somewhat surrounding, parang dun sila nagbe-build ng kanilang strategy.
Yeah, and
Never change.
Di naman siya problema in my opinion kasi if it's the strategy of your team, if it doesn't get, you know, countered too much, why change it?
Yes.
But the problem is kasi if you watch the GPL, I think it was
There we go.
this week,
Yes.
Hate was actually caught out by a Fizz and Twisted Fate combo. So palagi pag nakikita nila na pag nag-Destiny pala si Twisted Fate and he sees that Hate has no teammates around, he just goes in and hopes for the best, and they always get the kill onto him, and they always
the combo,
yeah,
the
the
gold
combo,
guard.
the Chum the Waters as well.
Wow, that's
It's
really
pretty-
hard to deal with.
Yeah, and that's something that Imperium Pro Team Blue can do because the Twisted Fate isn't banned out. But I don't know, I haven't seen Chalk play at Twisted Fate just yet here.
And the PGS, no?
Yeah, the PGS.
Yeah, I really like Chomps this year, man.
Yeah.
It's like, whoop, clap, 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 clap. I like watching him play this year.
Oh.
Singe, though.
Yes, please.
Yeah, trivia. That's your favorite champion right now, no?
Yeah, Dragons, man. I've been watching Fairy Tail for like
Oh,
recently.
it's because of Fairy Tail.
I started watching it again because I don't know, I just felt like I needed a long-running anime. Kasi lahat ng pinapanood ko puro mga 30, 40 episodes lang ata.
Tapos, no?
Something like more than 100 episodes, and
Yeah.
I chose Fairy Tail. Okay, so for Imperium Pro Team, we have here Nautilus can actually be a top laner or support, even a jungle, but they do have the Rek'Sai for Coops there.
Yes.
Well, Coops hasn't been too effective with his jungle, but it still complements his whole team there.
Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't made the plays yet, but I don't know, he doesn't really have to step up that much because nandiyan naman si Suez with the aggressive plays as well as Hate and Poisanity. Yeah, that combo in the bottom lane is just gonna, you know, pull some of the, let's say, attention from Imperium Pro Team to that spot and possibly give Suez and Rock some free time in the middle lane as well as at the top lane.
Yes.
But look at this, Twisted Fate.
So if they do lock that Nami in, that is a Nautilus top. No.
Yeah, that's
Solid no.
unless it's gonna be a Nami top, but
Nah.
hey, breaking the meta. It's some. Di ba nga nagsimula tayo sa season 5 with the like title of strategic diversity.
Yes.
So why not Nami top? I'm just kidding, guys.
Yeah, there
But
we go.
This is really.
This reminds me of
Yeah.
an LPL match I watched yesterday. It was between a Janna and a Nami. This is the exact same matchup to supports. And then this analyst, the girl, I think her name is Fruscreen or something. And then she said, this only means that the meta is shifting into some sort of disengage sort of comp. And yeah, these two supports have a form of disengage. And right here, Nami, we haven't seen a lot of Nami. Honestly, I think this is the first time we've seen Nami in the PGS this summer split. And it's really interesting to see right now how this will fare with the Vayne.
And if you actually look at it, I think every single game, Poisanity has been playing that Thresh. It has been banned out, yes, but yung let's say mechanics of the Nami. I mean, you could still try to do the CC with the bubble, but it doesn't feel like it's a threshold that you can, make the mind games off, because you can actually see where the bubble's gonna land. But as for sustain and of course the ultimate, does give you some, like you said, good amount of disengage as well as engage. Like you can put the enemy opponent in like one spot with the tidal wave for the engage.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
the E is really great with trading from
that's
Nami
true.
as well.
That's true. The attack speed bonus.
Yes, so
Yes.
the last champion has been locked in. As you can see on your screens, watch and win na po. That form will be open in 5 minutes. Log in to the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page and fill in the form kung sino ang sa tingin nyo ang mananalo. Imperium Pro Team? Okay, this side pala. Or Imperium Pro Team Blue. So you guys, decide kung sino. And remember guys, fill in the form carefully with the right details, so you wouldn't have any problems.
All right, so for looking into the compositions, it looks like Imperium Pro Team here, of course, with the Twisted Fate, wants to go in for the pick-off, having in that Destiny instant numbers advantage for Imperium Pro Team. As for Imperium Pro Team Blue, they have the Gragas, of course, still considered as one of the best junglers for this meta. Hasn't fallen off even with the Cinderhawk nerf. His disengage as well as engage is still very good as well. In combo din, it could have with the Gnar.
Yes.
When he gets that Mega Gnar form, double amount of CC. So that'll leave Chalk and Kinzen in the backline. Okay, baka kasi matawa ka ulit eh. In the backline, just...
Inabangan mo na talaga.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So that's gonna leave Chalk and Kinzen with some, let's say, safe time to put down the Chaos Storm, the rockets, as well as that phosphorus bomb. And of course, if things go awry, they do have, if ever, the Peel Queen Janna. Awry. Is that it right?
Yes,
Awry.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Medyo na-conscious tuloy ako.
Sorry kasi iba yung aray na sa isip ko eh.
Yung masakit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind, guys. Never mind. Let's push that through. Also, what else can you say about this top lane matchup? Are they gonna do lane swap? Because it's a Vayne.
Well, looking into it, I think since they do have the Nami instead of the Thresh, they could opt into just going for the 2v2 because they do have
The standard lanes.
yeah, and they have the sustain with the Nami. So Haith might have an easy time, or rather a fair amount of time against Kinzen in that bottom lane. Though if like Kinzen can land that phosphorus bomb as well as some auto attacks, he can put some hurt into Haith and Poisanity. And then Shadow with that shield does of course give him some safety as well as that AD boost. And Howling Gale, in my opinion, if you like fast cast it, it's easier to land than the bubble.
Yeah, and I'm really excited right now kasi they do have different styles of composition. Like they have the poke dito sa Imperium Pro Team Blue.
Yes.
The lasers hurt with the Victor. Pero mamaya pa siya magsiscale. Sino
Yeah.
ba mang una magsiscale? Itong Twisted Fate or yung Victor?
We'll see though. Kasi it all comes down who gets the first kill. Kasi pag nagsimula, I mean, yeah, pag sino talaga makakuha ng first kill, it'll just give them more gold to be able to finish up their items. And of course, we do know that Victor Victor players like to max out that Death Ray. Pag tumama yung Death Ray na, that's a lot of damage, as well as pag na-upgrade na nila yung skill na yun with the passive item of Victor. Having the second the zap thingy. All right, you can see here in the left, Task Us Ridiculously Awesome. All right, I just remembered, you guys out there from the Task Us community at their Lizard Bear Lair. That is a mouthful, but still, it is ridiculously awesome. Thank you guys for viewing us.
Yes.
And back to what you were saying. Kasi nakikita ko din sa mga Twisted Fate players they don't go in for that Lich Bane first item.
Yeah.
It's what Cairo said before, na nag-ayaw niyang Boots of Felicity sila. They want the quantity of the ganks, not the quality.
Well, sometimes they do aim for Lich Bane for the split push, right?
Yes.
That split push strategy. I mean, IPT does also these kinds of rotations din naman. They also try to split push. We have seen it.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how IPT Blue will react to their strategy. I mean, they have seen this countless of times na, for sure, all of the teams.
Yes.
And then, even though they know what's coming, they still haven't like broken the code or something.
Yeah, there's still rinse and repeat
Yeah.
their composition there. So guys, welcome. This is the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Summer Split, brought to you by Smart Prepaid GameX and of course Tasca's Ridiculously Awesome. This is a best of 2 match between the sister teams Imperium Pro Team and Imperium Pro Team Blue. So in the blue side, I was actually hoping that it will be Imperium Pro Team Blue for the blue side. All right, so for the blue side, we have Imperium Pro Team in the top lane. It's going to be Rox with that Nautilus in the jungle. It's going to be Kups with the Rek'Sai in the middle lane. It's going to be Suez with the Twisted Fate. And in the ball main duo, we have Hate with the 4 for an A and a 3 for an E with the Vayne, and Poisanity, who doesn't have his Thresh anymore. Not the Thresh Sanity, but it's now going to be the Nami Sanity.
Nami.
All right, so do see here, guys, the
matchup for
the featured
tonight.
matchup. There you go.
Yes.
That's gonna be Chalk and Suez. They kind of look alike in some light. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
Average KDA.
Yes.
More involvement dito si Chalk.
Yeah. So Chalk there has been, well, like you said, more involved in the killing of the opposing team. So he's more of like, I'm the one you have to
I'm the one.
be afraid of. All right.
Also on the red side, let us continue with the breakdown, y'all. IPT Yux on the top lane with the Gnar. In the jungle, we have Rebenga with the Gragas. In the mid lane, we have IPT Chalk with the Victor. And for the bottom lane duo, we have Kinzon on the Corki and Janna, IPT Shadow. Woo! Let's get it on.
Yeah. All right. I just remembered. If hasn't anyone thought like Chalk with the Azir, like they could like give him a nickname, Chalk to go.
Oh, man. I didn't see it coming. Ang nasa utak ko, Chokin eh. No, never mind. The
Chalk
order
to
is
go.
Chokin. Chalk to go. That is a good one. Man, we should high five, but let's fist bump instead.
Fist bump is better.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what they're trying to do right now is probably they want to spot the lane swap perhaps.
Yes. So
The intercept, yung ward.
yeah, they wanted to intercept the ward. That's a nice play there. Coming in from Imperium Pro Team Blue. Looks like it's not showing from the two teams yet who wants to go for the lane swap or not. Alright, but looking into the top lane as well. Versus Nautilus versus the Gnar. With the Gnar having the slow with the Q as well as the hyper, you know, similar to the Silver Bolts of Vayne. And of course the range of the mini Gnar. He's gonna be able to put some damage onto Rox there. Yes, Rox is kinda tanky with the W, but when a W goes down, it's on cooldown, and oh, he's wobbling away from Gnar. It's gonna be a bit of, you know, free damage onto him. So
Yeah.
we might see here that Rox actually go in for the buddy system. You know, just let Yux actually do the buddy system as well here with Rebenga.
So they're starting on the Raptors, itong dalawang bot laners natin from Imperium Pro Team.
But look at this, Hate and Poisanity starting the Raptors.
Yeah. So I guess after that, they might go top.
Yeah.
Or, you know, not just hit. We will see later what they're gonna do. Buddy system muna, leaving the Imperium Pro Team Blue duo in the bot lane free farming. They're gonna freeze that nicely.
Are they gonna actually clear the wolves as well?
Wow, they won the...
Okay,
No,
never
no,
mind.
no,
Okay,
no.
I was just looking into it. So it is going to be a lane swap here for Imperium Pro Team. They do hear the damage from Kingston as well as, well, I was talking about Janna being a kill queen, but
Yeah.
in the right hands, in the right support player, it can be used as an offensive tool because that Janna, when she puts the shield onto herself, she's able to put damage onto the enemy bot lane, enemy duo laners while not taking any damage. And then when they go in a little bit too aggressive, Howling Gale, you know, give like a second for your ADR partner
Yeah,
to
the-
just hit the face of the opponent there.
Yeah, this is like the way you get gold right now. Boy, Sanity trying to harass Yux away. Look at the rage bar though, it's slowly climbing up. Somewhat interrupting the, what do you call this? Speeding the process of the Mega Gnar, and
Yeah.
then you won't be ranged form anymore, and then you can farm freely, but oh, here comes an early gag. Chaka is forced to use a flash, Ignite will drop onto him. That's an Ignite gone for Suez early on in the game.
So it looks like Imperium Pro Team are like using the Nautilus as an Alistar Like when you see before other support players would actually use that Alistar to get in level 3 ganks, leave their ADRs. But it looks like they're leaving their top laner for a little bit, you know, to give him some ganks. Let him gank with his jungler.
Yeah, they're roaming so much right here. Yukes gets condemned onto the wall. Super low, not actually exhaust dropping onto Yukes. Just a couple of summoner spells. Poisanity taking turret hits right there. Look at... I'm sorry, the Nautilus distracted me. Nakakatuwa eh. O, isa may ganun no, mayroon part nga. Nakita mo na ba yun? Yung Nautilus na parang nag-glide. Hindi pa?
No.
No, not yet.
What
yung
is
parang
that?
nag-glide yung Nautilus na parang nagsuswerve lang siya sa Rift. Like, he's sliding. Like,
Really? Is
Yeah,
that like a
let's see
bug
that.
or something?
I don't know. I've seen it before.
Give me a video of that later.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
Yeah, we will post that at the PGS Rift. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, here's an early back flash, body slam, Poisanity super low, and he will bubble the Yukes. But that won't do him no good. That's first blood for Imperial Protein Blue.
Yeah, there was actually some inconsistency with the playstyle of Imperial Protein Blue. They were defeated in EST Clark there, but ouch, nice.
Wow, use a flash.
Yeah.
He overestimated his damage there.
Yeah, I think he just, I don't know, very aggressive playstyle. He come from Suez there. He didn't have the ignite to at least, you know, put Chalk in the danger zone. And knowing that Chalk still had that Q for his shield as well, should have known that Chalk could have survived that. Especially him having only that Doran's ring there.
Yeah. There, I don't know either, but
Looks like Chalk. Yeah, I think he upgraded his item already there. Looking into the skill that he take, most likely be the upgraded death ray right there. So it's gonna have the extra zap in his kit to either harass or farm the creeps a little bit better.
yeah, Poisanity harassing the Gnar. 34 CS though versus the Nautilus with only 13. Obviously having a hard time against the core team. He's not ranged like Yukes. Right
As
here.
well as Yukes having a very long skill shot. That's the cue. But look at this! Wow!
Wow, Poisanity allowing the harass, but here comes Rebenga again for another gank. Surprise, Gragas is here. But the body slam won't hit.
Oh,
Poisanity
wow.
very, very close to dying, but decided to back away.
That is the power of the Gnar. I mean, yes, Poisanity is out, like, you know, zoning out Yukes there, but Yukes doesn't care. He's going to be able to out-harass Poisanity. I mean, there's only a limited amount of heals that Poisanity can deal out and keep himself as healthy as he can. And Haith, well, Haith is just doing Haith things.
Oh, here
farming
comes
out.
Suez with the gold card, and here comes the hop from Yukes. He will be safe. A lot of spells expended there. Rek'Sai, actually 4 members of IPT Blue down at the top. That doesn't make sense, but let me correct myself. Up top, Koops is just too deep right now.
Yeah.
And they will be forced to back away. They didn't get anything from that.
I like this from Imperial Pro Team, that they're actually trying to force everything. Or rather, you know, trying to get the kills into the top lane because Yukes in that Mininar form is pretty squishy as well as susceptible to ganks. Him being a little bit overextended, you know, dueling Poisanity in the top lane. But the problem is, Yukes has been surviving these ganks, and that is allowing Imperial Pro Team Blue some freedom. When Suez goes in top, he doesn't get the kill. That gives Shock a bit of free time in the mid lane to farm, as well as you saw there, Imperial Pro Team Blue with an immediate start on the Dragon. And of course, Rox can't do anything because he's attacking Nautilus. He's just going to be a utility, and he has been out-harassed or being harassed in that bottom lane by Kinzen as well as Shadow.
Also like to point out, kanina ko napansin, you can see the priorities of the junglers right here. Gragas finished his, what do you call this, his upgrade already.
Skirmisher Saber.
Yeah, while Rek'Sai doesn't want to upgrade his machete yet, he decided to opt for the Sightstone agad. So you can see the priorities dito ng junglers natin.
Yeah, it looks like Imperial Pro Team wants to get the vision control in the jungle, or rather the topside jungle of Imperial Pro Team Blue here. While Imperial Pro Team Blue feels like even though...
Oh, wow! Chaos Storm actually dropped even the Ignite as well. He keeps chasing down. The bubble doesn't connect. Chalk will get the kill. Gravity Field lays down. Teleport will come up from top from the 2 teams right here. Koops is actually hesitating. And then here comes the Gragas. Chalk is isolated at the moment. rescue. Mega Gnar right there. He gets bubbled down. And a very prolonged team fight. Yux will fall down. Rox will get the kill. That'll be a dead Rebenga as well. 2 for 1 in favor of Imperium Pro Team.
Wow, that glorious.
I don't think, is that an execution?
I think it is. Yeah, there
Okay,
you go.
that's a good one.
Join the glorious evolution. That looks like not a glorious evolution there from the Imperium Pro Team Blue side. Just a little bit of overextended there. Looks like they wanted to save Chalk, but I think they should have just let him, you know, have tried to escape by himself. Because, I don't know, Imperium Pro Team Blue in that mid spot right there was a little bit too hesitant to go in, or they couldn't find a good opening to set up from. Back to what I was saying as well from the build of the jungler. Scopes here wants to control that red side jungle of Imperium Pro Team Blue, as well as Rebenga though. Yes, he could have opted for the Sidestone itself, but having that Skirmisher Saber means that he's going to be ready to fight. You know, having the Gragas Drunken Rage Skirmisher Saber combo does allow him to soak up more damage.
And siguro the reason why they invested so much vision kanina around the red side area, they wanted the usual thing, where hate will kill the top laner.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, but they keep failing. Even investing 4 people up top and then giving away the dragon while they didn't get any objectives at all. So, really great adjustment from Imperium Pro Team.
But the problem now for Imperium Pro Team Blue is that even though they can't get the kills onto Yux, Hate has been, well, safe farming in that top lane. There has been no ganks, or rather, there lately haven't been any ganks from Rebenga to... Oh, wow.
Well, actually, go in. Coops actually super low, taking a lot of turret hits. Here comes the Destiny. Final actually activated gold card lands. And Hate, this is what they want. Imperium Pro Team gets the kill. That's a kill for Hate.
Yes. So now there is gonna be Hate spiking a little bit in terms of the gold against Kinzen here. Does 200, but that 200 might be enough. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Chalk actually gets caught out. The bubble, the CCs are so evil from Imperium Pro Team. That's an easy kill for them.
Yes, and now looks like Imperium Pro Team with the advantage against Imperium Pro Team Blue, but IPTB here will be able to get that bot tier 1 into the gold. Still not enough for the Trinity Force. So in terms of the damage output for Imperium Pro Team Blue here, not enough yet to, well, you know, have an advantage in the clash. Though Suez did go in for that Ionian Boots of Lucidity, like we said. He wants the quantity of the ganks, and he's getting quality ganks as well. I mean, he's only focusing the top lane, and that's actually not a bad thing, since Yux hasn't seen Rebenga for a while in that top lane to help him out. Rebenga has been farming his jungle somewhat, and he has been sticking a little bit to that mid lane to provide some support for Chalk. But the problem is though, when Rebenga is not like readying himself to help Chalk, that's when Imperium Pro Team strikes, as well as the top lane. You can see like Yux there getting caught out. Can't see Rebenga in the side, so maybe a mispositioning here coming in for the jungler of Imperium Pro Team Blue. The Dragon's gonna be up in 50 seconds.
Yeah. And napaka-overwhelming naman kasi ng comp din ng Imperium Pro Team. We have the global Rek'Sai ult. We have the Destiny from TF. And wards are not gonna help you at all with those skills. So, I guess right now, they shouldn't be caught up alone. Lalo na si Chalk. Very immobile and very easily CC'd. Kasi look at the chain of skills. All they have to do, Suez has to land a gold card. That's not easy to land. Auto-attack lang yun. Then follow up with the Nami or the dredge line from Nautilus. It's so easy for them. Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, Duke will just weasel his way out for the tunnel. But 16 seconds in, Dragon, magre-respawn na maya-maya. They're all concentrating their resources here in this area.
But there is a... Wow! I'm gonna go in on the Poisanity there.
Oh yeah, disengage now. Poisanity drops in the tidal wave. Coops though is the sacrifice. Will actually tunnel his way in. Chalk will aggressively flash just to try and get the kill. Poisanity out of position. Here comes the exhaust in the gravity field. Will get stunned. And Poisanity will fall. That's a fish. A dead mermaid rather, not a fish. I'm sorry, my bad.
Alright.
And Bad timing. Dragon is live.
Yes, and looks like Hate might actually get caught out here. 4v1 in the bot lane. Actually looks like it's going to be a 5v1.
Oh, who will get the kill? Hey, no. Will condemn. Yeah, your life is over, Vayne. Here comes Destiny. Also, the rest of the natitirang IPT members will try to just rotate to the mid lane.
Yeah, so nice play here coming from Imperial Pro Team. They know that their laning isn't up to par against Imperial Pro Team. Well, in this game, they have been losing top lane because Yux has been being focused by Suez, Cups, everyone from Imperial Pro Team.
Yeah.
So when they started to group up and then they saw that Imperial Pro Team weren't willing to fight for the clashes, they forced some clashes, got some kills onto actually important targets, which was I believe Hate there, immediate dragon, but the problem is this tier 2 is taking very low there.
Wow, this is so good from IPT. They know wala nang mana yung Imperial Pro Team Blue. They know if they try to flank, they're gonna lose.
Yes.
This is really well done.
Yeah, even though they do lose some components of their strategy, they adjust and get themselves in mid-tier 1 as well as the 75% of the health of that mid-tier 2.
Yeah, very quick din, no? Kasi they do have somewhat of a wave here with the red cards.
Yes.
Ni TF.
Yes, that's true. But now look at this. Imperial Pro Team Blue have the Trinity Force for the Corki, so they can force some form of engage here. Just, you know, try to burst people down because that Corki does have that mid-game damage spike.
Yeah, you gotta try force now.
But the problem is Imperial Pro Team Blue have to stack as a team, or at least let Kinzen be with someone who can peel for him and let Kinzen, you know, auto-attack freely, because if they let Kinzen get, like in a 1v1 situation against Hate, and Hate having that Blade Druid King, as well as of course the Vayne prowess of the 1v1s.
Yeah, the dueling.
Yeah, Hate's gonna out-trade Kinzen there.
Yeah, you gotta commend the warding of Imperial Pro Team. Like, look at that. Christmas lights in the jungle.
It's not even Christmas, it's not even Christmas.
Yeah, but they make it feel like Christmas here in the mid lane though. Here comes an initiate from Imperial Pro Team. But looks like that great cat Poisanity will be the first one to fall. Kinzon has slain the mermaid. And that is somewhat of a great counter engage by IPT Blue.
Yes, and because Imperial Pro Team are doing their default strategy, and that is to leave Hate in the bottom lane, keep him from farming, Imperial Pro Team Blue an immediate group up in the middle lane. That'll give them mid-tier 1 and possibly the mid-tier 2 here. Because look at that, Yux is the Mega Gnar. He's just going to be zoning out, and Kinzen, he's just going to rocket away on that mid-tier.
Yeah, they're gonna get this. They're gonna get this turret. Really well played, but meanwhile, in exchange of the mid-tier, there's the bottom lane here going down, but that's obviously in favor of. But the lanes are shoved though. They have to get back right away because konti na lang yung buhay nitong turret. They can take this down if they want to, yung IPT.
Yes. Problem is though, when there's like the clashes, gonna be forced for like the objectives. Imperial Pro Team Blue have the advantage. I mean, Chaos Storm, Rocket Barrage, as well as the Phosphorus Bomb, the damage-heavy champions of Imperial Pro Team Blue. That's all AoE.
Yes.
But for Imperial Pro Team here, they have singular damage output. I mean, Vayne can, well, try to, you know, shoot the opponents, but with the engage as well as the peel from the Janna, from the Gragas, even from the Gnar, how can they, you know, answer to this? And right now, it looks like they just want to keep Hate farming, put him into like a situation where he has enough items to be able to kill people really fast.
Yes.
You know, having a Vayne Phantom Dancer. It's not gonna be the static shift though.
Of course, I'm not gonna argue with that.
Okay.
I know Vayne is to Phantom Dancer, even though I've seen like a couple of Chinese players carry a static shiv on the Vayne, like Imp the other day. So I'm not gonna argue. I know
it's not a bad idea though. I mean, that first hit with the added 100 magic damage is, well, it can be the balance between life and death there for Hate. But you know, of course, Phantom Dancer is still the best item. It does allow you to skadoodle through the units.
because of the
Yeah,
phasing, the passive of
the phasing through the units.
phasing through the well, as you can see, a lot of vision invested on the top side of IPTB right now with all the P wards.
Yes.
I feel like that's the most vulnerable position for them. Or maybe because they plan to push this turret down, since that's the only outer turret that's still standing
It's actually the most, or rather safe thing to do when you're gonna push a tower and you have no wards. Ward it up, people. When you don't ward, you're in the danger of being flanked. For example, you have a Hecarim enemy top laner. He gets like a backline ward. Home guard, devastating charge in, and then on some shadows. That shadow moves is gonna be
really hard. Oh, here comes the wave. Suez actually pretty low. Ignite drops on the shock, flashes away. Great Bonson from IPT Shadow, and here comes the action star. That is a bait. He will get exhausted. Jukes comes into the middle. He's almost Mega Gnar. Let's see what will happen. Great! Knocks him to the wall. I hate this actually still alive, but Rebecca flashes in just to try to kill him. But that won't do. Kinson flashes away for safety. Destiny will be used. Where is he gonna land? Flash Bubble doesn't land as well. Kinson is safe for now, but that is a one kill in favor of IPT.
Wow, even though that clash looked in favor of Imperium Pro Team, just have to see the disengaged power of Imperium Pro Team Blue there. They almost got the kill there onto Suez as well as Haith. Alright, to see the clash there. Just a timely Monsoon coming in from Shadow to save his comrade. Kudos to you, Sir Seth. Alright, so we do see here that Haith getting, look at that, everything that they use. Exhaust, Explosive Cast, Body Slam, even the Howling Gale stops Haith in his tracks. And if only Kinson was able to land that one hit. That Yuk's ultimate though, so almost good. If he got a few more stunts and let Kinson do the combo, could have got translated into some kills there.
It would have been great if after the Gnar ult, kasi maaga ginamit yung Chaos Storm ni Victor for a single target, only for Suez. Yeah, for Suez at that time, for the counter. But yeah, it would have been great around that time. And medyo late na pumasok si Corky. Nag-Valkyrie nga siya, nagmamadali nga siya pumasok sa clash kanina. And na-expend na natin damage, but meanwhile here in the top lane, that'll be an easy kill for Kinson. That's a killing spree, Corky right now.
Yeah, who says Corky can't kill people really fast?
Oh, the Gnar gets spotted down. Yux is in big trouble. That is a hate, and he will be slain by the Vayne.
Yeah, but that is nice rhyming skills there. Yeah, but they do get themselves a 1-for-1 trade as well as the top tier 1.
Yeah, but in trouble. This is gonna be an exchange. They're gonna lose that bottom tier.
Are they gonna
Who pushes faster? That is the question right there.
Yeah, will it be the Corky with the Trinity Force proc or the auto attack Vayne?
It's all about the wave clear, my boy.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh dear, they're actually sacrificing everything right now. Nauna nang mag-push itong IPT. They're going at it. That's an inhibitor turret right there. They're going at it. What is the response of Imperium Pro Team Blue? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna force them back right now? The IPT Righteous Glory activated. They're confused. What are we gonna do? They're gonna lose the inhibitor turret here in the mid lane. That is a good call. Look at the monster. IPT Shadow tagging the turret. They want this turret down, and they will get it. Oh, wow.
And look at this. No members from Imperium Pro Team are gonna recall. They're just gonna recall just yet, but look at this. They're gonna stop the recalls right there.
Stop the ports. Stop the ports, my friend.
There you go. You want to split push? We're gonna split push against you. That's what Imperium Pro Team Blue just did.
Leve's Race. Destiny Hate actually doing the final hour, doing his thing with the kiting. Rebecca will not get tidal wave, but he will die from the Vayne. Chalk into trouble. That'll be a double kill for the Rek'Sai. Suez will activate his Zonias. It won't matter. That'll be a triple kill as well.
Wow.
Nukes right now, but the base is open for Imperium Pro Team. That'll be an ace all over the map, but they are forced to defend. Are they gonna take Baron? That is the question here. But it's open. I don't know. Ashrai, help me. I'm really excited.
Alright, I'm just gonna, wow. Kups there and Suez. Nice synergy to not let Suez die and give Kups a nice triple kill there. Granted though that it was, you know, squishy targets from Imperium Pro Team Blue. And I don't know why Imperium Pro Team Blue Rebecca as well as Yux went that hard against Haith and other members of Imperial Pro Team pushing in that bottom lane, it looks like they wanted to get they really wanted to stop the recalls there. I mean, they had the long range poke or the stop this recall, just one barrel or maybe an explosive cast.
Or try to zone them, just swap. Just swap.
Try to start to zone them, and that would just stop the recalls from Imperial Pro Team. But no, they went it a little bit too aggressive, hoping to get the kills. But a Gnar and a Gragas are not that damage heavy in terms of like when you're a 4v2 situation or 3v2 situation against a Nami, a Vayne, and a Nautilus. That is not a good matchup. But still, they do lose. They do give the ace to Imperial Pro Team, but they don't lose any inhibitors, and they have broken the base of Imperial Pro Team, so they have that to work with.
Yes. That is
but
true.
Imperial Pro Team have the gold advantage as well as the item advantage. It's gonna be a bit hard to kill Suez right now. He has a Megatron cloak as well as that Zonius Hourglass, so Chalk can't be able to do that wombo combo, or rather the burst Victor that we've seen time and again.
Nakikita sila, man. Nakikita sila. I kind of wonder what Imperial Pro Team Blue is doing. It's half HP na yung Baron. What are they gonna do? They don't have a Righteous Glory to do something. Is he gonna steal? Rebecca came in with the cast.
Oh!
And he gets the steal.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the monsoon, the Chaos Storm, the Tidal Wave. Everything is there. Duin will stun IPT Shadow, but that's the support right now. One man down for Imperial Pro Team Blue. Yup throws everyone into the air, including the building. Suez right now is doing what he can, trying to kite people. This is such a long fight, and right now it's 1-for-1. Suez actually goes in for the flash just to assassinate Kinson. Flashes everywhere. Everyone wants to kill. Everyone is so low right now and decide to go back. Wow, Baron steal Aserai.
Let's please see the replay of that.
Woo!
What a play there from Rebenga. That was a pretty close call clash there. All right, so we do see here Rebenga gonna come in. It's just gonna be him, zoning out Cups there and gets that last smite onto the Baron. Nice gravity field there, but the Monsoon just pushed everybody away. I think if they just let Shadow not use that Monsoon, Chalk could have put down that Chaos Storm a little bit more efficiently. Rox did a good job of zoning out the damage dealers. They had Kinson and Chalk had to deal with Rox there. They do blast him out. That was a nice ultimate from Yux.
Yes.
That was a nice ultimate, but Kinson a little bit a second too late to burst people down there, or just use the combo from the core key. And it's just people trying to catch someone off guard. Flashes will be burned, but the Baron is in the hands of the Imperial Pro Team Blue. And even though oh
wow, they tried to do something here. Righteous Glory will not do anything there. Look at that, mid lane exposed, but everyone is here in the middle lane from Imperial Pro Team. One of them is gonna be forced to go back, or everyone is gonna be forced to go back and give this turret up. They can't fight this right now.
And with the Baron up minions as well as the Baron up champions, that's gonna be an easy bot tier 2 for Imperial Pro Team. Even though there is a 2,000 gold lead coming out of Imperial Pro Team, it has not translated yet into an objective win for Imperial Pro Team, because I just have to say, Rebecca with that Baron steal was totally worth it, and his teammates were very well synergized in that clash.
Yes, hashtag PGS Plays. Gamitin nyo yan sa Twitter or sa Facebook, man. Tell all your friends right now, share the stream. Ang ganda ng laban natin ngayon. Super close fight. We still don't know who's gonna win, but right now, in terms of pressure, Imperial Pro Team Blue has the advantage.
Yeah, inhibitor has respawned, but that is an open inhibitor.
Yes.
No towers defending it. Creeps are gonna be disintegrated by the Victor as well as the core key. And right now, Imperial Pro Team Blue, they want to just get this inhibitor. It's the easiest objective to go for rather than the bot tier 3 as well as the top tier 3 there. And look at this, there is a nice wave in the top lane building for Imperial Pro Team Blue. So even though if you siege mid lane, okay, there you go. The Baron has burned out for Imperial Pro Team Blue, but top lane is building a nice wave, like I've said, so that can really be because they're chasing. Look at this.
Yeah, they can't reach. Oh, Destiny! Look at that! Cancelled actually. And right here, ang ganda ng nakop kinuha ni Google. Super though right now. Chaos Storm actually unleashed. The bubbles to you. Rox is in the middle of it all. You with the first first one to fall. Great launch into those members, but Shock will be the first one, next one to fall from IPT Blue. Kane is still alive, trying to kite down the minions just for the lifesteal. Posadly leading the front line rather. That's a 1-for-1 overall. They have to defend.
That was a nice bubble coming out of Poisanity, and Ginzen a little bit onto the side. They're not able to do anything, but looks like Imperial Team Blue want to re-engage.
Yes, they do, but actually that's a flank from the Rex side. And he goes in still, but tunnels away. He says, nope, it's a bad idea. Wag na lang, base natin. Dapat natin i-defend, mga kaibigan.
Yes, and that will situation them. Look at this. Those caster minions are on a vacation, but their damage is not. So that they're going to be able to get that top tier 3 pretty low, and that might open up, or rather say to Imperial Pro Team Blue, hey guys, that top tier 3 is a bit low. Why not just go for it and force Imperial Pro Team to, you know, fight us in a, let's say, a tighter spot, because Imperial Pro Team Blue can set up like these Gnar, 4-man Gnar ultimates into a wall. In that position there, it's easier to land it. I mean,
yes.
Kasi dun sa mid lane, it's a bit too
awkward, no?
Yeah, malawak yung position there. And really, Imperial Pro Team there actually caught off guard. Imperial Pro Team Blue. Akala na we had the advantage, but whoa, ano nangyari? Look at Chalk. He just chalked away.
Got chalked away. Badamtsu.
Badamtsu. Alright, so Brand's gonna be up in a minute and 45. Inhibitor might respawn a few minutes after that, so there's still some pressure coming in for the super minions.
Oh no! Shadow Force use a flash. Akala ko support versus support nakikita natin na one-on-one.
Yeah. Shadow was scared of the light there from the Twisted Fate.
Yes, you don't want to get assassinated. The global presence pa rin of Imperial Pro Team Blue will create a lot of pressure pa rin sa IPT Blue, but right now they're powering their ways. The Suez, Roxy, all of the company of IPT onto the mid lane.
Yeah, and this is the point where Hate starts to become a monster. Last Whisper, Phantom Dancer, Blade of the Ring King, as well as a QSS, Quicksilver Stature. He's not going to be able to get caught that easy. He has to be stacked up the slows or even stuns to burst it down. And looking into the Victor, I think a Void Staff would be necessary to at least, you know, for him to be a bit more, you know, the Victor that we all see, Chaos Storm, instant burst you down combo there.
This is really good. Ginawa ng IPT. They know that Baron is gonna spawn, so they shove the lanes dun sa IPT Blue.
Yes.
And they do have the timers kasi nga ninakaw. So right now, IPT Blue is forced to like go defend or something, or they have to choose again the Baron or the lanes right now. And really good play from IPT with rotations.
But now Chooks is gonna respond to that bottom lane, so he can actually stack his Rage Bar as well as push the lane, and he has his teleport up. So when he comes into that clash, if ever that it happens, he's gonna be able to go into the Mega Gnar. But actually, he does go Mega Gnar right now. So I think the Imperial Pro Team Blue here have to
capitalize on it,
or rather, you know, let his rage come back before they try to do anything, because a Mega Gnar in a clash is so less dominant than a Mega Gnar in a clash.
That is true. Whoa, they decide to disengage. Actually, that's an engage. Tidal Wave. Shadow's forced to use the Bond of Gravity Field will be laid down. Great cap. Rebecca's in the middle of it all. He will be the first one to fall into this slash. IPT Shadow super low as well. Coombs is eating a lot of Chaos Storm damage right there. Kate is actually super safe, hiding away onto the members of IPT Blue. Great slam to the wall. Jukes is trying his best to damage IPT Hate, but he's still alive. Kiss actually flashes in for the assassination, but that is not a good idea. That'll be an ace for IPT. None of the members down here in IPT. Everyone's alive.
Can we get another replay onto that? Thank you very much. And that clash there, the explosive casts was not optimal, as well as that monsoon. It only forced Imperial Pro Team to back off a little bit. And then, like I've said, when you have a Mini Gnar in that clash, it's not as effective as a Mega Gnar. They did not account for the Rage Bar of that, and I think that makes a lot of difference in the world for Imperial Pro Team Blue. Look at Yux. He's just trying to put some hurt with the Frozen Mallet, but it's not going to be able to do anything. And look at this. Rubenga got caught out too fast, too furious. He's going to go down. Chalk will put down a Chaos Storm, but he has no peeler for him. I mean, the Janna Shadow is a bit too low. Doesn't want to go in for the clash, and Haith is a monster right now. That Last Whisper doing wonders for him, being able to surpass that armor.
Grabe, Asray. No,
Yes.
yung zoning potential ng Justin Page na naka-gold guard sa ulo. You're just gonna run away. You don't wanna deal with that. Meanwhile, they get the dragon pa rin yung IPT blue. But right now, Chuck will get the deck charge right there. Kuja super low. Decide to back away. Great bubble from the Nami for Shadow. Monsoon won't be able to save Chuck. Rebenga trying to save his teammates in the front line. Pinapunan ng building. Itong si Nar. IPT Shadow's in trouble right now. Final are activated. That'll be double kill for the Vayne. That's 3-0 in favor of IPT.
Yeah, and I'm just looking into the recent clashes for Imperium Pro Team Blue. Again, they have not utilized Yux well. Honestly, again, medyo sinaplakan ako dito, but that Mega Gnar ultimate is so crucial in this clash. I mean, when you get a stun with that, they're able to use their skills freely, and those skills are AoE skills that can be, well, like I've said, be able to jump down the HP of the Imperial Pro Team. I mean, when they get the stun, there's the Chaos Storm for shock, as well as the combo or the skill set coming in from Kinzen.
Yes.
And I want to see if the Imperial Pro Team can do that. So the Imperial Pro Team will be able to take this game because Haith and Suez are starting, or rather have already become really fed right now. Like,
Yeah.
really. Your
Really
song.
fed.
I just remembered, really want blue.
Yeah, you got the blue. Hey, yes.
Yeah, and
also Chop.
Oh, hey.
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 So anyway, expose inhibitor. I mean, expose na yung base ng IPT.
Exposed. Yeah, so
So, right now, IPT obviously in the lead.
10,000 gold.
Game.
Yeah. Just looking into Rocks as well. Haven't actually talked about him just yet. We do see that a lot of Nautilus top lanes were being focused on a lot. Remember TG being focused on before in the GPL, but I'm not sure if this is like the mindset or like the strategy for Rocks from Imperial Pro Team.
Yes.
Is that they didn't let Rocks lane that much. They let him roam with Cups. They got him in the jungle, and when it all came down to like medyo chill na yung laning phase, they then put Rocks into a lane where even though he's getting harassed quite a lot by Kinzen and Shadow, he's not being dove as well as being focused by Rebenga, because the focus was always onto Yux, that Rebenga either had to be, or Yux or Chok, so that Rebenga always had to be in that mid lane or in that top lane to, well, support his top lane or mid lane.
Yeah.
And then Rocks was not actually focused, so he's able to become that.
Oh, wow, great cast. Kane actually goes first right now. Rebecca super low, great position to save. Bragas right there, unstoppable pa rin po si Suez right now. Gravity field will be laid there, but that will try to zone Roxy super low right now. Yuki is trying to see the front line. He is Mega Gnar right now. Smashes his rat on the wall, but he will be the next one to fall. Shock right now, and everybody's super low. Chuck is forced to use a flash. Will be able to land the gold card. And yeah, it's about time. Valkyrie will be used. He has the movement speed. Suez, Redguard, boom! Triple kill. The cards hurt so much. That'll be an ace for IPT.
Yeah, that's just nice try before Imperium Pro Team Blue, but Imperium Pro Team had the gold advantage.
Yes.
It has double meaning. They have the gold advantage as well as the gold card advantage.
You
have to give me that. You have to give me that.
Yeah, I gotta give you that, yo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fist bump.
Yes, and well, they did start it off really nicely, but the problem was, like I said, they do have the gold advantage, and the damage is just really noticeable there coming out of Imperium Pro Team. And now Imperium Pro Team will have to play this out safe because there's only one inhibitor left for them to defend.
Yeah, and judging from IPT, they're gonna try to do this in the safest manner possible. So they're just gonna try to destroy
Yes.
that bottom lane.
But there is a saving grace for Imperial Pro Team Blue here. They have 4 dragon buffs. So if they can get the 5th dragon, if Imperial Pro Team, like, even though there are 2 inhibitors up, if Imperial Pro Team for actually like,
Akala ko kung ano, yung pala, assassinate pala
Yeah.
itong si Kinzon.
so if like Imperial Pro Team Blue can immediately fight for the dragon as well as get it, that aspect of the dragon might be enough to give Imperial Pro Team Blue some team fighting prowess here against IPT. Because IPT right now, hey, again, with that Vayne is just gonna be a monster in the clash, as well as Suez with the gold card, you know, threat. Like you've said, when I get the gold card onto you, you're stunned, or you can use your QSS if you have one. And wow, that gold card actually puts that down.
Oh dear! Rebecca actually making a mistake here. IPT Shadow trying to disengage, but Monsoon will not do you any good. Damage is super overwhelming right now for IPT Blue. And right now, slowly members are falling from IPT Blue. Hate actually diving in will eat some damage from Chaos Charm. This is game. Actually, they can finish the game if they want.
Yeah, there's too long of respawn timers there for Imperial Pro Team Blue's members. And wow, oh, I thought that Chalk wouldn't have gone down. I mean, he was still up in the air and he died. Would have gone down, but he
Didn't
survived.
go down. Anyway,
Yeah.
40-minute game. IPT, Imperium Pro Team, dominated. Actually, it was an even fight nung una, and then suddenly, they started ramping up their damage. And
Yeah, I
congratulations.
just have to have to say talaga, when they're not able to use that Meganar form really well, it's not gonna translate well for them, because yes, Agragas has that explosive cast, but it's not a stun ultimate. It's a
Yes.
reposition, push you away, or pull you here, pull you right here ultimate. So it's not gonna work well. And of course, that Janna Monsoon is a peel tool and a heal tool rather than it for an engage. I mean, you don't usually see, or you don't want to see a Janna player flash in and Monsoon
Yeah.
people inside your team.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to point out na even though that top lane clash, di ba, sa turret, even though patay na si Hate, kulang pa rin sila sa damage. And I really think the Abyssal Scepter, hindi naman is a big game changer. It really helped kasi Corki has mixed in magic damage, Chalk has magic damage. It really helped Chalk have that, what do you call it? Suez have that survivability. He actually managed to triple kill the whole team, diba?
Yes, yes.
Even though Hate died first.
And
No.
it's so hard to deal with a Twisted Fate. I mean, him being able to just use those wild cards, use those pick a card skills.
Pick a card.
Yeah, so devastating. So guys, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
It really looked like a close game, mid-game.
Mid-game.
Almost. But then Imperial Pro Team were able to finish it out. And we did talk about a while ago that there was some inconsistency with Imperial Pro Team Blue's strategy as well as their playstyle. And it showed right now in the match. But if they can, well, talk it over during the break and, you know, just talk to our guys. Guys, we need a better team fight. We just need to synergize our skills better and we can win the clash. You saw right there that they had the potential to win. But Imperial Pro Team, of course, they also had their strategy, and that is rinse and repeat. Have Haith on the Vayne and him to carry that game.
Yay.
And he did, and that's all said and done. The story is over.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to game 2. So guys, that will be done after the break. I am GS Asar with the 9, and of course alongside here with me is...
GS Riku.
And this is the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Summer Split, brought to you by Smart Prepaid, GameX, and of course, Task Us. We will be right back.